have been that day for me. Yeah, yeah. Hey.
Welcome to today's program. On today's show, we will be journeying through the Viking era. In particular, we will be exploring the lives of Erik the Red and Lief Eriksson, and explaining their significance and why they were inspirations in the Viking community. On today's show, a special guest will be joining us, Lief the Fierce, to talk to us about these Viking legends.
Lief Eriksson, the second of three sons of Erik the Red. Lief's fame rests on two accomplishments. The legend-known one was the conversion of Greenland to Christianity. The 13th century Greenlander saga tells that Lief named this land Vinland, Vineland, because of the wild grapes found by one of his men. Erik the Red was one of the first Viking explorers. He discovered Greenland. He also established colonies and control all throughout Greenland. Erik the Red's father was exiled from Norway, so he spent most of his life in Iceland. One day he saw a land and sailed there. Erik was an excellent navigator and inspired the Viking community.
Today we will be interviewing Lief the Fierce. Good morning, Lief. How are you?
Good, thanks, Mel. How are you?
I'm excited to interview you. Let's start with Erik the Red.
Oh, Erik, we go way back. Erik was a very important person in the expansion of Viking settlement.
Can you explain to us why?
Well, Mel, he was regarded as one of the best Viking explorers ever. He discovered Greenland. You see, Erik's father was exiled from Norway, so Erik and his family moved to Iceland. From Iceland, Erik saw in the distance a land. Erik simply sailed there and claimed Greenland.
That's incredible.
The funny thing is that Greenland is actually an ice desert, so to persuade people to come and settle in Greenland, he named it Greenland.
He must have made a lot of enemies doing this.
Not really. Erik was also renowned for his exploring. Yeah, Erik and his crew set out to climb up Mount Snæfellsjökull, an ice-covered peak in Iceland. They climbed up 4,700 feet.
Wow, that's quite a feat, Lief.
It certainly is, Mel. To make it even harder for himself, he climbed up the mountain with absolutely no compasses or any devices to help him.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, it would have been, Mel.
Tell us about Lief Eriksson.
Erik's son. Lief Eriksson was an ambitious leader. In fact, he was actually the first European to set foot on North America. Story goes that Icelandic trader Bjarni Helgavuskun was sailing, and he travelled too far south and he saw a land. When he got back to Greenland, Lief heard about this and set out to find this land. He brought together a crew and sailed towards the area. He had a few stops along the way, but eventually got to North America.
I'm afraid that's all we have time for, Lief. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to come back soon. Thank you for joining us in our adventure. Be sure to come back soon.